Oh, it's recording. Hi! Oh, I got you! Hi. It's Tuesday. I missed a week, and if you saw the video, I missed a really good week. They did so much, and I'm kind of sad that I missed it. So they're going to have to redo it again with me. And if you missed the video, go back and watch it because it was a good time. I'm back to my elephant. You remember our paper piecing, which is kind of exciting. But what I'm most excited about is happening over here. I'm just going to take you for a little walk because you know how much we love our food. And look what's cooking. So Mom's making us hamburgers. So we're going to have a good little lunch and then we'll get back busy. And we'll check in then.
Done something really stupid.
Tell us about it.
That I thought it might be helpful if I shared, and then someone else maybe won't do something stupid. I just sewed all of these together with no thread in my spool. Now the bobbin, you understand because you can't see the bobbin. Well, what kind of idiot doesn't look at the spool?
And how many?
All these.
So you did one, set it aside, did another, set it aside?
No,
She changed.
was chain piecing them, and I was just running them through.
So, Mom, do you have any chain piece that's not... Okay, so that's chain piece. Do you
Yeah,
see
these
how
are chain-
she doesn't cut in between?
And these, I have sewed without bobbin before.
Yes.
But I've never been dumb enough to sew with an empty spool.
Nice.
You make me feel good about myself, Mom.
So, you just might want to look up every once in a while when you're chain piecing to make sure that you have thread in your spool.
Because looking right where the needle's going in and out of.
Isn't good enough, apparently.
And I thought it was my bobbin that had run out. Then I thought, no.
Nice.
Good
So
point.
anyway.
Good tip, Mom. Thanks.
Be smarter than me.
Okay, we're checking in. We've been working on our paper piecing. Oh, first of all, our lunch with the hamburgers was delightful. It was very, very tasty. And then I made cookies. I don't know if you can see them way over there. They were good.
She overcooked them.
I did overcook them, but we are still eating them. So now we're back to our paper piecing. So piecing, not that other word. So I'm still working on my individual pieces, but Kim, tell us what you've been doing.
I've been putting my pieces together. You're not going to be able to tell. But see, this is piece 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 individual pieces that I put together.
I love that.
Does this help?
Yes. Up a little bit so we can, there we go. Yeah, that's
Explain that is the forehead.
that's the elephant's.
Well, come
oh yes.
come with me.
Come.
My granddaughter was here, messed it all up. But so this goes like this.
Oh.
Which it was all together.
It's like putting a puzzle together. It's very fun.
Oh,
we
no,
like
I passed 8.
Oh, she's made the trunk too short. There it is. Fun. So see, there's the trunk.
Oh, wrong. Something like that.
And then she's got the ear.
Ear coming together over here.
And now she's sewn that forehead together.
So now also this piece to this one, and this to this, and so on.
Looks good. I love it.
Interesting. Stay tuned.
Okay.
You would think that I could learn that if this angle right here doesn't work, that I should be able to know what angle to cut this at to get this to swing this way, right? Now the advantage that I do have is that I can cut this. I can cut this just at any angle because this is a batik and it doesn't matter which side. So I can try it this way, which is not right, or I can try it this way, which may or may not work. I think that will work. But How do we know?
I
How can we consistently know?
don't do geometry at all.
Flip it over and do it the other way. And fold it up. Okay, now flip it back.
But this only works because I'm working with the batik.
Yeah, that's right.
So I need to know. I need to know when I'm not working with the batik. And it should be the same every time. No, it's going to be like this.
Okay, that's not going to work. Yeah.
So somehow, but probably on my very last cut, I'll figure it out.
Well, if you cut, shouldn't it work if you cut it the angle, like if you have it laying on the angle opposite of this angle? Because that's what this is. Like
So
this
you're
angle's
saying
going this way.
You're saying it needs to be so that it is sticking out perpendicular
90
to
degrees.
this.
Yeah.
Always?
This isn't 90 degrees though.
No, but it's, yeah.
Well, like if you were to lay it straight, the angles are going opposite. It's like this one's going this way.
And so your theory, Savannah, is that at any time we're at an angle, if they went opposite, it would lay right.
They're close to the same, aren't they?
Okay. I see what Savannah's saying. That would be interesting to
So
see.
she's saying
Anytime there's an angle, you should
it
cut it the opposite.
of what's there. Okay, I'm going to try that on the next one,
Okay.
and we will.
We'll keep you posted.
see.
Okay. Okay, so you remember we were talking about angles with our paper piecing, and my niece thought that if we cut it the opposite of the angle, I don't know if you can see that. So this angle is coming down this way. Savannah's thought was if we, you want to hold that? It's transferring. So Savannah's thought that if we cut it at an opposite angle, so this angle's this way, we're going to cut this piece opposite, that it should work. And so we're lining it up. We're two different ways, but when we flip it after we sew, so I think she was onto something.
Yep, I think that'll work.
So we're going to continue on trying to do it that way, and I think that will give us something to work with.
Sounds good.
And now, Judy's gem.
I thought I'd share a little bit of my fabric storing tip ideas today. I've looked into how other people do them, and I've come up with this. I have 3 ways that I store fabric. I buy my husband these big jars of, what are they, the
Cheese puffs.
cheese puffs,
Balls.
so I can have the bowls. And my small pieces of fabric are in here, and these I can use for applique. They're small enough pieces for applique and just small little things, and they're just all mixed up. The larger chunks I store in bins, roughly by color. This one is white, this one's pinks, and they're the bigger chunks. You know, they're not a yard, but a half a yard, a fourth of a yard. They're the bigger chunks. If they are a strip, we keep them in the strip drawer, and these are by color, and these are various widths of strips. My girls laugh at me because I organize them.
Don't you have leftover binding in there as well?
There's leftover binding, all kinds of stuff. And when I'm really hard up for fabric, the fabric in the jars is really just for decoration. Just because I thought they looked cute.
Look how pretty they do.
And once in a while I dig in there to find a piece. I mean, they're not very big pieces, but I dig in there to find a piece for maybe an applique or something. The other fabric, the yardage, is in the other room. We'll have to
Let's
go
go
in there.
look.
Okay. Behind behind this door,
I'm keeping that in.
this is the shelf of yardage. They're the bigger pieces.
And the
usually
fabric she doesn't want us to use.
It's a true story.
They do have to ask before. Yeah, this is just the yardage. This is a container of orphan pieces. They're little pieces that didn't ever get used.
Sometimes she borrows our fabric and it ends up in here.
They would probably find some of their fabric in here.
Truth be told, she buys really expensive, nice fabric. So, from specialty quilt stores. And some of us, me particularly, quilt on a budget and use our bigger box stores. So, that's...
And then we have some fabric in here.
It's pretty much everywhere.
These are flannels for baby blankets. This is probably Kim's. No,
Well, no, you know what? It might be.
this is yours.
This very well could be. Was in my calm before the storm.
Yeah, anyway. And then some of this fabric is fabric that Christy got from her mother-in-law, and
We just use and
yeah, we just...
whenever we need a piece.
Some of it is for apparel fabric. Some of this is apparel fabric, but we don't do too much of that.
No. Great tip, Mom. Thanks.
And it's worked well.
Thank you.
You bet.
Okay, guys, I hope you've had a good time. It's a little shorter this week, but we've are kind of short on numbers, so we don't have as much to say. But we'll see you next week. Bye.